Dear Sparks, dear friends, in this short video I'd like to share some informations about transformations. This worldwide crisis shows that on a collective level the whole earth is going to another level of consciousness. And if you want to pass from one level of consciousness to another level, normally you have to pass by a crisis. From the crisis you go to a transformation process that can result in a new awareness. And of course, the population of the earth is, we all make part of it as individuals. And when we speak about the overall process, it doesn't mean that it is like this for everybody of us. Everybody of us contributes. Some people are further, some people are a little bit slower in their process, but it results in an overall process of transformation that now is intensifying in a worldwide perspective. So now I want to share some signals you can remark in yourself to recognize the transformation. Because when we look to our difficulties as I'm in a crisis, that's one thing. But when you look, I'm in a transformation process, this gives other perspectives. Because a transformation, it's already in the word. So it means there is a before and an after. When we are in complete depression, normally we don't see the after anymore. We are not aware of the after. And this gives this negative spiral. There are many people at this moment, they're already in the middle of this hurricane. So let's focus on ourselves and putting together all the individuals creates a collective consciousness, a collective energetic field. So one of the first signals of a transformation process is the collapsing of the old programs. And this is normally terrible to feel. We have the material aspects and the immaterial aspects. For example, material. This can be our job, financial troubles, our health, illness. Right now with this virus, many people are confronted with the breakdown of their health. On the other side, the immaterial breakdown especially is on all the levels of convictions we have based our whole life already on. And now religions, same thing. And now it falls down. So it's like you're looking to your life and everything starts to fall apart. Relationships. And this creates in ourselves big fears. Because we only can see what's breaking down. And it fulfills ourselves with hopelessness often. Because no, not again. this is collapse just or I break up my relationship, now I lose my job too, next week I'm getting ill, all these effects in a chain can create the collapse of our reality, or what we experienced as our reality. So this is a first very big signal. Things are crashing down. Like we see right now around us, the financial systems are crashing down. It's a matter of time, because it doesn't work anymore. It is related to the old consciousness. It will not work for the new consciousness on earth. It's the same with our inner programs, who doesn't work anymore for the new consciousness. So everything that was based on our karmic themes, our karmic injuries, it will have to break down. So the more we have these injuries on the soul level, the thicker our self-defense systems and self-defense walls. So we constructed our reality based on self-defense and survival. So at a given moment it doesn't work anymore. Why? Because it's the goal of our incarnation to evolve on a spiritual level, on the soul level. So an incarnation who is based, and we call this the ego, who is the collection of all tricks we developed to survive and to handle with our karmic injuries. We cannot continue like this. It's like a prison. To survive, of course. But if we want to evolve further, it will have to break down. So the more we carry those karmic injuries, the bigger our systems, the more we will feel that everything is collapsing. And the more we will normally feel the fears. So this is a completely normal mechanism. And that's the goal. We have to feel all the emotions who are coming up when our whole life is collapsing down. And with some people, it's all at once. Other people, that's nothing. And you have everything in between. On the physical level, it is very normal when you feel deep sensation of tiredness. I'm tired. But even a step further, I'm exhausted. Because when the walls starts to break down, there is a lot of tension who is liberating. Like you keep your hand closed, hardly closed like this during weeks, months, years, lives, and at a given moment you let go. What will you feel? Tired. I cannot anymore. So combine the hopelessness when things are falling apart together with the physical exhaustion. You have already the good ingredients of a crisis. The difference is in the consciousness. You feel your body feels tired, your life is falling apart, but it's about your consciousness. How do you look to it? You will not change your body, you will not change the situation, but you will change your reaction on it. Create a distance between those triggers and your reactions, who are normally based on the old programs. And it's exactly this which has to break down, because it blocks our evolution. If we want to transform to another level of consciousness, we will have to open ourselves. And one of the big signals for this too is accepting the feeling of not knowing. I don't know. If we would know it, we would have already solved the problem. But we don't know it, because we are thinking from within the program that created the problem. We can never solve it. The program has to be broken down, to fall apart, and then something new can come up. But we will not control it by our mind. It will have to come from another level in our consciousness. So recognize these signals of transformations. There are more signals, and the do's and don'ts I will put them in other videos to to try to help you during these periods that takes more and more time. It's not anymore a few weeks. It will take time. It's only the beginning. Transformations, I give you this also in this video. Transformations, one of the characteristics is the cycles. Like now we are in a collective big pressure, a moment of huge pressure, and then it will let go a little bit. Depending on if humanity learns something or not, if we change our way of life, this will create another cycle of pressure or not. And then the next comes. Normally, the next one is worse. Why? Because again, there is one goal. That's our spiritual evolution. And there is no mercy of this spiritual law. Because it doesn't look from the level of the personality who say, oh, what a pity that I lost my job. No, it looks from the level of the soul. This is your mission of your soul. And if it's needed to break down first your job, to realize what's really your mission here, universe will do. Because that's the best for us on a long term, on an evolution of our soul. Of course, our personality and our ego has lots of trouble with this, and that's normal. These are the triggers of survival who are activated. So recognize these signals and make a shift in your consciousness that you're not on the end of a story, but you're on the beginning. And depending on the injuries, depending on our resistance, this process will take more time or less. So I invite you to surrender, but with awareness. Just let happen. Be aware, and we do what has to be done. Okay, I wish you all the courage, and I'll give you more information in later videos. Okay, may the sparks be with you. Ciao.